Over the past weekend, local game stores held pre-Rift events for Riftbound's newest set, Spiritforged. With the set officially launching on February 13th, this was the first real opportunity for most players to see the new cards and play with them in person. I love limited formats, especially pre-release style events. But after attending this pre-Rift event, I noticed a major issue with Riftbound from a casual player's perspective. And no, this isn't about product availability, that's a separate problem. The real issue is that Riftbound events do not respect players' time. How pre-Rift events work. Let's quickly break down what a pre-Rift event actually looks like. Each player receives a pre-Rift kit. Inside, you'll get a seeded pack containing one of 6 champions debuting in Spiritforged. That pack also includes a battlefield, your champion's legend, and a set of additional cards to help get you started. On top of that, you receive 5 booster packs from Spiritforged and a promo card. Everyone gets the same promo. Those 5 packs are what you use to finish building your deck. For pre-Rift, decks are 25 cards instead of the standard 40. You don't have to use the champion from your seeded pack. If you open another champion and its matching legend, you can swap. You can even play without a champion if you really want to. There are a few other tweaks too, like allowing a third color and using blank battlegrounds if you're short on options. You don't get extra runes in the kit, which is annoying, but most stores have rune kits available to borrow. The good part, deck building. I genuinely love the deck building experience here. Opening packs, seeing what you can pull together, experimenting, it's all fun. I opened Irelia as my seeded champion, but I was lucky enough to pull another champion with a matching legend. After trying Irelia in my first match, I swapped to Azir for the rest of the event, and that flexibility felt great. Building a functional 25 card deck isn't difficult, and from a gameplay standpoint, pre-Rift does a lot right. The problem, event logistics. Where things fell apart was everything surrounding the actual event structure. Our event didn't start on time. I attended starter events for Origins, I played in Summoner Skirmishers. So far, I have yet to attend a Riftbound event that started anywhere close to the posted time. The store took responsibility and explained that Riftbound's event system is flawed, and honestly, they're not wrong. Players can register in the app without purchasing a ticket, which forces the store to manually remove unpaid registrants and re-add paying players. On top of that, many attendees didn't properly check in using the app. My store also allowed more than the intended 32 players. We ended up with around 38. While I appreciate stores being flexible, that decision absolutely delayed the event even further. Some of this is on the store, some of it's on the players, but Riot and UVS need to improve the infrastructure. Magic, Bandai, and Grand Archive all have companion apps that handle event management far better. If Riftbound wants long-term success, this is something that needs to be addressed. The bigger issue, time. Now we get to the most frustrating part. Our pre-Rift event was scheduled for 4 Swiss rounds. Standard Riftbound is a best-of-3 format with 60-minute rounds. But for this event, our store chose to run 50-minute rounds. And unlike some TCGs, overtime doesn't use a clock, it uses turns. In the first 3 rounds at my store, overtime regularly went 15 minutes or longer. That meant that every round lasted over an hour. Even if you ignore the late start, kit distribution, and rules explanation, you're still looking at a 5-hour event. That's unacceptable for a limited event aimed at newer or casual players. Comparison to other games. Just a few days earlier, I attended a Bandai release event for Gundam's newest set. That entire event, deck building, 5 rounds of matches, and extra prize distribution wrapped up in 3 hours. It was smooth, efficient, and enjoyable. By comparison, the pre-Rift event felt exhausting. Because of the time commitment, I dropped after 3 rounds. I had already been at the store for almost 4.5 hours. I didn't have a winning record, and there was no incentive to stay. Pricing and player drop-off. Riot and UVS actually included material encouraging stores to make these events more welcoming, suggesting alternating formats and flat pricing so more people leave with something. But my store didn't do flat pricing. Most stores didn't. Prizes were based on record, and typically only players who finished 2-1 or better received anything. A 2-2 record got you nothing. As a result, players dropped as soon as they lost the match. Some players didn't even finish their first round. A handful opened their kits and left immediately. A few didn't even drop properly from the app, which led to forfeits and buys instead of real matches. That's a miserable experience for the people who actually want to play. Stores and publishers need to do a better job of rewarding players for sticking around. Yes, reward winners, but there should also be incentives for participation and completion. The format needs adjusting. I'd love to see pricing changes, but the bigger issue is the limited format itself. Best of 3 makes sense. You want players to actually experience the game. I don't think reducing the win condition from 8 to 6 is enough to solve the problem. I also don't see it going any lower than that anyway. Overtime rules don't really help either. Even with the new 60 minutes plus 3 turns rule, those 3 turns can still take around 5 to 10 minutes. If 60 minutes is designed for tournament play, then limited events need a different structure. Here are 2 possible solutions. The first, reduce limited rounds to 45 minutes plus 3 turns. Or, keep it at 60 minutes and remove overtime entirely, making unresolved matches a draw. Limited events should not run 5 hours, especially when they're meant to welcome new players. Final thoughts. When done correctly, pre-release events are some of the best experiences in TCGs. They help players learn the game, experiment, and feel excited to come back. But Riftbound's pre-Rift events don't respect players' time, and I don't see how a 5-hour event encourages new players to stick around. Did you attend a pre-Rift event for Spiritforged? What format did your store run, and did you enjoy it? How do you feel about Riftbound's limited format? Does it need changes? Let me know in the comments. As always, thanks for checking out the video. I originally wanted to include pack opening footage, but I don't have any Spiritforged packs to open on camera, so this one ended up being a bit different. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.